machine's details. And you also could contact with us directly. Maybe you'll send you more detailed information. Just the data, follow us, and then they could give more details. Okay, so what's the main topic of today? What we need to introduce to you today. Today we mainly want to introduce about this mini and drilling machine. We will introduce what's the main function of this machine and what's the main part of this machine and how to operate of this machine. So let's begin. And first, I want to invite our engineer, also our QC head. Please. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, this is our engineer and QC head, Mr. Huang. Mr. Huang. So today he will give us an introduction about this mini and drilling machine. Then you will know about this machine. So let's begin. Okay. 我刚才讲，今天你们给我们做一个详细的介绍，关于这款机器的。
我们这款机器是 ZX32G。
For this machine, we can see the model. It is ZX32G. I want to explain why it is ZX. In Chinese, Z means 钻. What's the meaning of 钻 in Chinese? It is just the meaning, drilling. And S in Chinese means 洗. So what's the meaning of 洗 in Chinese? It is meaning. So this machine is drilling meaning. And what's the key? This key means it is this is English. It means gears. So this machine is a gear type meaning and drilling machine. And the 32 means the max drilling capacity. The max drilling capacity is 32 millimeter. So you can see it is very easy for this machine. We can understand what this machine means. 我刚才介绍一下这个情况的来源。
然后这个有几个结构组的部分啊。
是不是准备刚才准备你说这个不会了？
我知道你说的，就不用说了。我们然后看一下整个的一个结构组成部分啊。这个是主轴箱啊，这是一个电气箱啊，我们电机，后面是一个发力具啊，然后工作台、底柱啊，我们看掉，这是油盆啊。
Okay, so what's the main part of this machine? Just our engineer, Mr. Huang, has introduced us. For this part is the first main part, headstock. This is headstock, and also this is a square column. This is work table and the oil tray, machine base. This is the main part, and the last is the motor, the main motor of this machine.
这个电机我们是一个单线电机，220伏50赫兹单线的，我们也可以给它配220伏三线的，或者80伏三线的就行啊。然后这个电机功率比较大1.5千瓦可以保证这个机器的一个协调力啊。
For this machine, on our showroom, this motor is single phase, but we also could provide 3 phase. And this motor, the power is big enough, is 1.5 kilowatts, so it can support this machine running powerful and smooth.
然后我们这个主轴箱是齿轮传动的，里面的齿轮都是经过热处理战火的然后经过磨削的能够运转起来，没有什么噪音
And there is a very important part our QC Mr. Huang has just told me. And this is also the very frequent asked questions from our clients. That is the gears in the headstock. For all of our gears in the headstock, it is heat treated. It is hardened one, and also the grinding type. The grinding type for the gear hardened, heat treated. So when the machine is running, the noise is very less, and not easy with problems。刚介绍。
然后我们这个齿轮箱里面要加一些润滑油给它润滑，我们这个地方有个油窗啊，我们正常给它加润滑油是32号或者46号，然后通过这个油窗我们看到加到1/2的位置啊，就可以保证这个油箱能够润滑充分啊。
Okay, from this side, I mean for the headstock, there are many gears inside, so we need to keep the lubrication. We need to keep the lubrication of the machine. So how should we do? How we fill the oils and how much oil should we need to fill to the machine? There is the oil window. There is the oil window beside the machine on the headstock. When you fill the oil, it's nearly half of the oil window. It is okay. It is okay already. 加32号油或者46号，对吧？ And for what type of oil you need to fill inside? Usually we can fill 32, number 32 or number 46 oil into the headstock. And from the oil window, we can see it is half of the oil window already. Then it will be okay. It will be okay to support the machine running well in good station.
然后是我们这个主轮箱，它能够通过这个交换这种齿轮，然后搭配到1、2、3、4、5、6个档位的表示我们通过这个来更换这个速度。
就说通过这个1、2、3、4、5，
对，一个是高，一个是低，
然后
搭配着不同的一个转速。
这个叫什么手柄？
就是换挡手柄。
Okay. So, our QC Mr. Huang has introduced us how we change the speed of the milling and drilling machine. There are two handles we can see with marked L, H means low, higher. Because for this machine, we have two steps of speed. 我们有两档，一个是低档，一个是高档。
对。
The L means
现在是低档。
对 ，L means low, H means high, and we also have 3 steps. 这总共应该是6档。
6档，对。
对，so this machine total have 6 steps of speed, and also have 2 range. The first range is low speed. The second range is high speed. And in the first range, low speed, we have 3 steps of speed. And in the high range, we also have 3 steps of speed. So, according to which one you need, then you can reach what kind of speed you need. We can see from the speed table here, L first, L2, L3, H first, H2, H3, so total 6 speed here. So it's very easy for changing the speed manually. Then we can show you. 现在是 H2 Now it is in high speed range. It is H2. The second step of speed of high speed. 有没有注意事项？
换挡我们尽量是手动换挡，不用机械。机械换挡的时候容易把它误操作或者你齿轮。
机械换挡是什么意思？
机械换挡你是这样换挡的时候，它就是容易这样直接换挡的时候，有的地方你是齿轮对停止换挡，停机换挡，停机换挡。
Okay, there is a very important point. That is, when you need to change the speed, you must at first make the machine stop and then change the speed manually. Because when the machine is running, if you change the speed directly, it is very easily damage the gears in the headstock. So this is a very important point. 刚刚讲了说，运转的时候不能直接换，换的话容易把齿轮给打坏，所以要停车换挡。
手动换挡是更好手动换挡更大力一点。这几个放电口，这种直接放水这一要求，然后我们打开停止。
Okay. Here is also a very safety part. That is a spindle protection cover. Spindle protection cover is very safety, especially for some European countries. But not only for European countries, we think it's very also important in other countries too. That is because when our operation, how to keep our safe. So it's very important. When the machine is running, when you open it, the power will off. So it's very good for safety protection.
然后这个是一个深度塑形，深度塑形，然后操纵的时候。
那这个操纵的时候，你是什么情况下会用到深度塑形？
就是我装洗一个孔，洗到20毫米，就可以用到这个。
对。Okay. And this is also a very good, useful one. It is a depth ruler. Depth ruler. What's the function of the depth ruler? So, for example, when you want to make a hole of 20 millimeter, 我说比如说想钻20毫米的孔 then you can operate manually and you can read the number, read the value on the depth ruler till 20, till 20 millimeter, 18, 19, nearly 20 already. Yeah, just it can reach the 20 millimeter. So it is very easily for your operation to control the hole drilling depth. 我把它介绍了。
然后这个是一个微镜比这个啊，这微镜比就是我这个主轴下降的时候，微镜比，这个是操纵杆，我们是直接下面操纵啊，这个直接操纵，然后我们手剪这个时候就手剪这个，然后这个微镜比会慢慢的在下降。
Okay, for this part, we can loose and lock. We can loose and lock. When it loose, then we can feeding the spindle manually. But if you want to feed very little micro feeding, so how to do? Then we can lock this part. We can use this handle for Microsoft feeding. So this is another very good function. There is a switch for loose. They can do this, and then lock. They can do micro feeding. So this is a very good useful function when you do machining.
然后我们介绍一下电气箱这一块啊，电气箱这块是一个启动按钮。
那我讲电气箱，我是知道的，我是问大家，就是说讲电气箱，把我们这个电器的标准可以讲一下，比如说我们做的比如 CE 啊。
那就是我们有一个电器里面的元件，是 CE 标识的啊，然后这个我们有一个机停啊，一个紧急情况，我们全部断电啊。然后这个是断电，这是一个安全防护嘛。然后这个启动按钮，我们这是一个正反转功能，就是它要公示的时候，可能用到这个正反转。停止反转。
这种的。
对，这个是反转。
Okay, our QC Mr. Huang just introduced the electrical part. At first, for the electrical part, what kind of electrical components we use for this machine? So you can see, for the electrical parts inside of the electrical box, we use CE certificated electrical components. From the machine, we also use the emergency stop. It is also part of the CE requirement. So at first, it is CE standard electrical part. Second, we also meet all CE requirements, such as the emergency stop and also the spindle protection. It's for power off. This is the first part of the electrical box. And second, I want to introduce what's the switch, what's the function of each switch. This one is for emergency stop, the power off. For this one, it is light green light to show if the machine is power on or off. This is start switch. And for this is forward and reverse. So when you need tapping function, you need to use the reverse function. And for this is
冷却循环，它是给这个刀具进行冷却的，因为在这个加工的过程中，它会产生热量然后我们要给它进行冷却，要用冷却液灌进血。
For this, it is a cooling pump switch. So when you machining, it will have the heat. So we need to use the coolant liquid. We need to supply the liquid coolant to the cooling pump, and then you can operate the cooling pump with cooling function for the tools.
然后我们再演示一下这个拆装这个洗扎头
对，你等一下啊。各个等一下啊。现在是各个部件讲述完了，所以我们下面展示下光了啊。
我跟你讲，这个讲
就先拆光。
先把这一块全部讲完，然后到底下。
好 ，OK. So for the head stall part, our QC our engineer Mr. Huang will show us how to install and disassemble the drill chuck. 上面是拉杆，
对，上面是拉杆，它有一个扳手，这个手肘这样的手肘，然后把它上面的拉杆把它松开到2到3康之后，我们要敲击一下这上面。为什么要敲击呢？因为这个杯柄结合比较紧密，然后我要用拉杆把它冲一下，把它冲开，这个杯柄就松开了，然后我们把这个拉杆
打什么？
顺下来就可以了这是一个3号的接杆。
Okay, so just now we can see when you need take off the drill chuck, how to do. At first, we need to loose the tie rod, 1 or 2 loose, because the tie rod connected to the drill chuck, it is tightened, it is very tightened. So at first we need to loose. Then we need to use the wrench to 刚才是把它用这个是刚才是把它
卡在主轴上面，因为这个
为什么用单手把它？
你不卡，你直接顺着这个跟他们跑了。
我懂了。Then after loose 1 or 2 loose, then you need to use the wrench to fix the drill chuck, and then use the hammer to hit the tie rod. That is because the tie rod connected to the drill chuck. Connected to the drill chuck is very tight. So because we need to hit it to make it a little loose, and then you need to turn and then loose the tie rod fully. At the same time, there is a very important point. That is, you must need to use the wrench to fix the drill chuck, because if you don't fix, then when you lose this, the drill chuck is also running, so it is not okay for operation. Then when you lose it, can pull off the drill chuck directly. 我刚刚已经全部解释了，我们现在重新展示一遍。
我们在这个安装一下。
Okay, so just now it was disassemble, but how to install? 直接选一个。Okay, the install is very easy. Just install the drill chuck to the spindle directly, and then just tighten the tie rod. Will be okay. So this one is very easy. Okay. So next we show how to disassemble and install the drill chuck. Okay. 这个就是它下。
这个不是下，这个我是把这个。
就调紧一点。
把这个刀具洗到加紧一点，再来松开。
Just now we made it loose, so we tighten the mills. Okay. So this is a very important part of the machine's tool, the machine's drill chuck installment, and also the disassemble. Okay, so finish.
然后底下就是生产，我们可以要求生产，
We just test move the table. We feel it's very easily, very smooth.
然后这个上面有这个刻度环啊，刻度环能够显示我们要加工多长一个距离啊，这个1小格是0.02毫米。
这个刻度环它是显示什么的？
显示我前进了多少，我往前1圈过后，它前进了3毫米。
那比如说讲现在这个位置，我要对准这个
对
点，
零，
对准0。比如说我想往前前进3，我往
我这边也可以，它就退后了3毫米，
这就是我
对，
往前的。
到这个0跟0对齐之后，
一圈是多少
？3毫米。
一圈就是3毫米。
对，1圈3毫米，1小格是0.02毫米。
那这个应该，它这个应该讲是分度嘛？
不是分度，就是我根据视感读出来的。
And please notice there, we have a scale there. So it is very useful when you machining the machine, such as you want 就是想加工这个3毫米长度。
对，3毫米的。
When you want to machine the 3 millimeter length, so how to do? Maybe I'll show. When the machine, such as the machine in this position, then we will object how to control the 3 millimeter length machining. Here it is 0. Then we can for one revolution to the 0 point again. The 1 revolution per revolution is 3 millimeter. So use this to control your machining length.
好，然后这台机器我们给它选配一些附件啊，包括这个平头件，平头件主要是给我们加持工件啊要用到的。然后一个自动的静给器，自动静给器就省去了我们要人工在摇动这个要花力气然后就是说很省力了自动静给它速度可以调节的，调节的太慢可以调得很快。这个也是自动静给感觉这个。
Okay, so we also introduced some useful optional accessories for the machine. The first one is the vise. So when you want to collect some parts, then you need to use the vise. Yes, and collect the parts. This is the first part. Yes. 除了这个58件套家具也
可以。
那58件家具跟它两个跟原道理最大的区别是？
那58件套是加进异性的件，用58件套会比较合适一点。
And for the clapping equipment, except the wires, we also provide the 58 pieces clamping kit.
58件套因为工件大了，放装台上面这是一个压板。
Such as this, the 58 pieces clamping kit. 这个是那个。我们就把它压紧。
对，你这个要把铁块放到这个铁槽里面去，然后把工具压住。
If you want to clamp some bigger parts and also not the regular parts, then you can use the 58 pieces clamping kit. So for the clamping equipment, we have these two types. And except this, we also have the auto feeding device. It is power feed. Usually for the milling and the drilling machine, we use the X power feed, auto feed. It is because for the Y-X is very short, so we just put run spindle manually. But for the X-axis, longitudinal travel, so it is very long. So just our engineer, Mr. Huang, has shown us, we can use the power fit. You can very easily to move. And also the speed can also adjust. We want to move quick or slowly, we also can control this. This mount is a very useful part, and most of our clients prefer this part.
好，我们来演示一下这个。
So just now we have a full introduction. We have a full introduction for this machine. So now we will show you about the machining. About machining 东西好的啊。We can show you mini slot or mini a slot to show you about the machine's operation. Okay, so we finished the slot mini. So we can see it. Yeah, it is smooth. Yeah, for this slot we just machining. Okay. If you want to get more information about the production process, you can contact with us directly. As we always say, we not only provide machines to our clients, but the service and also the technology support is also very important. So you buy machines from us, it is only just the start. How about the machine using? How about the after-sale service? It is a very main part of our company. It's a very important part. We always say the quality is first, but also the service is very important. We not only provide machines, but also we take the service and technology support as a priority. So it's very important part of this. Okay, 所以今天基本上这个就是结束了哈。Okay, so so today we feel very happy. So today we feel very happy for our engineer, Mr. Huang, come to our showroom to show us for this mini and drilling machine. Because our engineer every day is very busy, so very thank you, 非常感谢。Thank you for our engineer to introduce this machine. Then I think for after this detailed introduction, you may have a brief knowledge of our mini and drilling machine. If you want to get more details, just contact with us freely. So 我现在在讲念，然后这边我们就结束了。 OK， 所以谢谢。
好的。
OK. So for this machine, from what's the machine's function, meaning drilling, tapping, and what's the main part of the machine, and what's the main useful accessories for the machine, and how the machine works, and how about the motor supply. 1 piece or 3 piece is the general introduction for this. So at last, I want to emphasize how we could keep the machine in qualified status. For this machine, at first, when we assemble, we need to check each part in qualified situation. Only qualified parts can be used by us. And after the machine installed and finished off, our QC department will also check and test each part of this machine. Only qualified machines can be delivered to our clients. And together with the machine, we also have the accuracy test report. We will make a record with your machine on the test. So we think it's a very important part. Okay, so today's introduction, we just stop here. For more interesting items and machines, we wish to see you next time. This is Echo from WMT-CNC. We are machines manufacturer. Just follow us. Okay, bye. 好不了。我给您，谢谢红红，你今天跟我配合，我就觉得特别轻松。
不是你发挥的好，你这个临场讲。
你要好讲完。